we can perceive the experience, but not the experiencer. Peace to you and you and you and all expressions of consciousness. How to overcome anxiety. Anxiety is a state of thought. On a deeper level, it becomes an emotional state. The overthinking, the feeling of having a lack of control creates anxiety. The thinking of what if, the what if thought creates anxiety. The how can I thought creates anxiety. The it will never work thought creates anxiety. But what do these thoughts have in common, my fellow expressions of consciousness? They are just thought. But you are not thought. You are the knower of the thought. Thus, you are not affected by thought. Just as you are not affected by words on a board, unless you choose to allow those words to affect you. They are at a distance from you. They cannot be you, since they can be objectified. They are the object. You are the subject. This is you. This is the thought. There is a distinction. You cannot be this. Or the emotion. They come, they go, but you remain. You remain that blank, selfless, unbreakable, pure, divine, all that is. You don't even remain, you are always that. To be more correct, you are always that. A thought comes, a thought goes. The thought anxiety comes. The thought anxiety goes. What is left? It is you. Do you die when you're not thinking? Do you die when you're not feeling? Of course not. There's still that sense of the pure you. Not the I am a body you. I am Greg. I am Lynn. Those are just thoughts as well. You are not the person. How can you be a person if the person arises as a thought, then leaves? Yet something is still here, which is you. That isn't a thought. You can never be suffering from anxiety, not the pure you. You can experience anything. You can experience anxiety, you can experience pain. But who is the experiencer of the experience? Who is the watcher of the movie? You are not the movie, you are the watcher. How do we know this? Because you can report on the experience. Anxiety is here. Depression is here. Feeling of loss is here. Any feeling is here. You can report that. If you was the feeling, you could not report anything because you would be the feeling. But a feeling, as you know, has no life. A feeling cannot talk. A feeling is just observed. It's the thought that says the feeling means this, the feeling means that. Thought could say pain means happiness and you'd feel fine. Thought can say happiness means pain and you'd feel bad. It's just labels on a sensation, a feeling. If you just look at the sensation or the thought for what it is, which is just what it is, without judging, the anxiety experience would not arise. It would not. It can only arise if you believe you are a separate individual who is the sufferer, not realizing that you are experiencing this person who believes she is suffering. Just say right now, I am suffering. What knows that? What is listening to that? What is aware of that sentence? I am suffering. What is aware? Look within your experience. Do you see anything you say, think or feel is an objective quality of consciousness? But you are the pure consciousness that is witnessing the forms that do arise within it, but they are not it essentially, which is what we're getting at. What are you essentially? Because essentially you are not even a body who can feel pain. Overcome anxiety, you have already overcome it because you are not it. Here's what to do. Next time you feel stress, look at it. Look at the thought or feeling of stress next time it arises. Keep looking at it. Do not leave it. Keep looking. The more you look at it, something amazing will happen. If you do this sincerely and just watch the stress within you without judging, what will happen, my dear friends, is you will see the stress does not even exist. No thought or feeling can survive scrutiny. Meaning, when you observe thought and emotion, you do not observe as the mind, you observe as the pure self. This is why whenever you look for a thought, for example, you cannot find it. Because you become the pure self. So there is no room for any finite object such as mind. It's the same for emotion, same for stress. When you look for it, you become the pure self, which is the only thing you are anyway. Because you are looking for the emotion as the pure self, you've become the all again, and the all has no stress. So it just disappears back into that which is it is. Anxiety, anything, Look at it. Depression, look at it. Keep looking, my friends, my fellow expressions of consciousness. You will find that it disappears. It will come back. But look again. Keep looking until you really realize that netty, you are not it. Once you realize that you are not it, experientially, it can come, it won't do nothing to you, it will just leave. Because we have no control over what thought will come, what emotion will come. But we can train our innermost being to remember that we are not it. We have never been it. And we cannot, the pure self, suffer. No. Suffering is an experience being experienced. Overcome anxiety? No. There is no anxiety per se. It can be experienced. But the more you look at it, it will disappear. Because you are the pure self to which it arises within. You are greater than any emotion. You are greater than anxiety. You are greater than depression. You are greater than happiness because you observe all these states. Take your power back as the pure self. Do not let the mix-up of believing you are an individual that is suffering. No, my friends, you are the all that is experiencing.